today we are heading off to do some Bothy maintenance. The walk-in will take me about an hour and a half, the heavy bag, and then I will get to it. Ooh, just startled the pigeon. So heading out to do that through fairly boggy ground right now, and then hopefully fill you in on a little bit more of what goes into Bothy maintenance once I get there.
The walk into this Bothy is straightforward, even with a heavy bag. Before long, the Bothy crept into sight, and the first task was to make sure things were ready to get to work. The barn was in need of some tidying, which meant sawing up wood. Sawing up a lot of wood. Okay. I'm going to clear this area here, and then from there I'm going to start to get everything chopped and processed. After tea and custard creams, it was time to fashion a latch for the barn. The cows were terribly judgmental about my patch job. Then it was mother's pride and a beef stew.
Hello. Not bad. It's Loch Lomond Brewery, the Southern Summit, which I'm assuming is Ben Lomond. Not bad. I've not been able to chill it though, so it might not be as good as it could be. So I'll need to try it again, clearly. So I got here earlier on, with a few tasks to do. Repairing the latch on the barn door was one, and I did that with offcuts I took from my dad's flat. Knowing that I was going to come here, I thought I'll take them and I'll use them for repairs. So my dad was an outdoorsman, and I'm pretty sure he'd appreciate knowing that those offcuts went to good use. So glad that worked. Cheers to my dad. Once I got here, I knew it was going to be a lot of wood chopping. Regretfully, I had to cut it first, so there's no chainsaw, so I had to saw up a lot of the wood, and that means I can chop it tomorrow. The wood had been gathered and stored in the barn, and that during kind of the spring months, house martins nest there, and so did some swallows, I think. So whilst they were nesting there, obviously we wouldn't go inside it, so there was a lot of wood waiting to be cut up. So good to have made a start on that. And the next few things I need to do are going to be things like treating the floor for woodworm. Right now, I'm going to enjoy my beer. Maybe read a little bit by the fire. And some of the offcuts which I'm not going to be able to use, I'll let them keep me warm. And I guess give thanks to my dad for keeping me warm. Yeah. Cheers. Good morning. So today it's wet and windy outside, so I'm going to treat the floor in here for woodworm. Nip that in the bud straight away, make sure this place is kept functional, and if I've got any time left after that, I will chop some more wood, and then any time left after that, which is being very ambitious, I will paint the entry hall as well.
Some quick work hammering some boards back in. On the list for the next visit are slightly longer nails.
Quite like this place to be quite tidy. So obviously a bit of a riot right now. More chopping, more cutting, more fun? Maybe? Chopping wood is fun. I like chopping wood, but I've got a while before I unlock that level.
Back to sawing and trying to impose some kind of order. Enjoyable, if tiring work. The stack was beginning to look good, which means it was time to get the axe out. When the rain cleared, I got outside for the more enjoyable side of wood processing.
So that's been about 3 hours of chopping firewood, well, cutting and chopping. So next up I'm going to stack it, hopefully stack it aesthetically. Right now though, I'm going to have my second beer of the trip, my second and final, which is Fine Ales, I'm assuming that's Loch Fyne, and it is Jarl, so the Citron Session Blonde. Well earned hopefully. Oh, well earned definitely actually. For somebody who never really drinks, 2 beers in 2 days is pretty wild for me. It's lunch.
Wood stacked, it was time for some relaxation.
Done lots of chopping, repaired the barn door, and now I'm gonna go for a wander. Where though? I have a location in mind. Getting there might be interesting. Let's see.
There's an old building which has been mooted as having Bothy potential. With some time to kill, I thought I'd have a wee gander.
There she is. But right now, I'm about to see the potential Bothy. Around here. I think she would need a lot of work for her to take it on as a Bothy. What's the worst that could happen?
Regrettably, the building was in need of a lot of work, and probably unsuitable as a potential Bothy. Still, it was worth investigating, and a nice wee walk. And finally, it was time to pack up.
That is me finishing up now. So, cleaned out the Bothy, locked everything up. I have chopped all the wood, stocked it all up, cleaned out the fireplace, mopped the floor, and now I am about to walk on out. It's a drizzly morning. Probably be soaked by the time I get to the car, but that's alright. It's a nice walk out. And once I get back out, I'll get home. And once I get home, I get a shower. That'll be good. That'll be a public service in itself. A few days in a Bothy, a lot of the time spent sawing wood. I need a shower. Right. For now, thank you. See you soon.